First Eps podcast is back. We watched The Devil in Ohio, the new Netflix series that's taken the world by storm. My name is Eric.
I'm Storm.
And this is First Eps. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of First Eps. Today we watched. We didn't really know what to watch coming into the show today.
Let's
set the scene.
Let's be honest with the group.
Yeah, we got together tonight and we're like, there's really nothing that I'm like excited to watch. Mm-mm. You know, I looked online. What's the trending streaming shows?
Right.
The Devil in Ohio is up at the top.
All right, and we had not heard of it.
No. We watched the trailer. And we're like, right. It's not. I don't know if it's anything that we'd watch on our own accord, maybe. Yeah. But we're gonna give it a shot. We put on episode 1, and now we're gonna chat all about it.
Yeah.
You know, so we gotta get in the mood.
Okay.
For this,
I'm ready for it. Yeah.
It's been even so. Let's go a little deeper. Yeah. Even leading up to this, it's been a very busy weekend for me. Mm-hmm. A busy week for me. Yeah. And I'm just my heart wasn't into it tonight, but I'm glad we set that aside. Like I'm even just drinking water.
Yeah. And you're feeling okay, or you're just
Yeah. I'm feeling great. But I was a little hungover today. My voice is it's sexy.
Yeah. Well, you were out last night just having a good old time. And, of course, loud music, talking.
Yes. Yeah. But in my voice, so even, earlier this week, I went to a wrestling event. And I, lost my voice within, an hour of that. Yeah, it's been recovering since then. And even just last night, it was
You're kind of like The Weeknd. He had some voice problems, too. Yeah.
People have said that to me.
Yeah.
I'm like The Weeknd.
You get compared a lot.
Yeah. I was saying I sound a little like Chris Hemsworth and Thor. I was going for.
Okay, I was thinking more like
Thor.
Okay,
I'm Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. No, I was thinking more like the Countess from Real Houses of New York.
Oh yeah,
Money Can't Buy Your Class. Try that one.
Money Can't Buy You Class.
Exactly.
But yeah, so we soldiered on, and we're here.
Yep.
Talking about the first episode of Devil in Ohio.
Right. We watched it for you, so we're gonna let you know what you think.
Yeah, we did. Whether you want it or not, we did it. So just shut up and take it.
Because I don't know if we really wanted it either, but we took it.
Yeah,
so you're going to listen.
So let's talk about the first episode.
Let's do it. So set us up. Where are we now? We're in Ohio.
Yeah, we're in Ohio, I'm assuming. We don't really find out too much. But based on the title, I think it's a safe assumption.
And they did want to send at one point in time somebody to Cleveland, which is in Ohio.
That is.
So I'm assuming that we're in Ohio.
In state, yeah, sure. It starts off with a girl running from this big house with a knife in her hand. She's running through these cornfields.
Oh, yeah.
She runs out in the street and the car stops.
Well, the first car didn't. Passed her by.
That's true. Right by. Would you have stopped?
No, if she had a knife in her hand, no.
Yeah, you just keep going.
In fact, something like this happened to me once. We
were
driving.
Story time.
I was driving with a friend after getting out of some movie or something around a midnight movie. And now, I swear that this person looked kind of like a zombie, shuffling in the street and was waving their hands. And we just screamed and just kept driving.
Was it like a rural area?
Well, no, it was by Hamburg, New York.
Okay.
By McKinley Mall. And
so it wasn't like bustling at midnight.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't New York City, but it was like a suburban area.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was still terrifying.
Drove right past.
The
zombie.
Yeah. So, we screamed.
Were you concerned at all then afterwards? Were you looking in the news to see if there was a zombie outbreak or if it was a person that escaped from a hospital?
I was concerned that we might have, somebody might have been trying, this girl escaped from what we assumed was a bad situation, and we just let her go.
Oh, yeah.
But, it was late. I was tired. I'm not in the middle of that right now.
Exactly.
I can't do that,
if you were that girl, send us a message. Let us know you're okay.
But, yeah. So, I don't think I would. How about you?
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah, she's got a knife. I want to say...
Well, she dropped it for the second person, and that person did stop.
That did stop. I want to say yes. I feel like I would have to say... I feel like I would have to stop. I would call the police immediately, and then I would stop.
Got it. Okay. I'm here, blah, 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 blah. Yeah,
I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so then we go right into the theme song, and it's a Bishop Briggs.
Right.
That was I enjoyed the song right
Sure.
away. I was like, yeah, this is a banger.
Yeah. The banger. Yeah. That's what the kids say. Yeah.
And then the show starts off. We got Emily Deschanel.
Love her.
In bed with her husband.
Oof, that was a good scene.
I thought he wasn't like in bed. Like, he was like waking up in the morning. Okay. And I thought he looked a lot like Aaron Eckhart. Are you familiar with that guy? They have the same like little butt chin thing, but it was not him.
It was not him. No.
And then they force us many times throughout the show. This is the first of many to locate the scar on Emily Deschanel's wrist.
Yes.
They really focus on that.
Mm-hmm. And she hides it under a watch or other things. Yeah.
They did that a lot throughout this episode. Not even just that, but they like kind of treat us like we're a bunch of dum-dums.
I thought that too.
And they're like, we're going to focus on a very specific part.
Yeah.
Like there was a part where like, I think we're supposed to be focusing on a guy's handcuffs, but you're like, why did they just zoom in on his crotch? And I was like, I think you could see where your mind was at. Like, oh, they're showing us his boner. It's not. I don't think anyways.
Well, I wasn't very impressed with it if that's what that was, but it was definitely it was off center too. So like it was like his crotch was center, and there were some dangling cuffs off to the left side. Yeah. So I kind of feel like if you wanted to see the cuffs,
maybe it was just
those
like
in the center of the shot.
A little for everybody. Yeah, some boner, some cuffs,
possible. Yeah.
But the next scene that we see is this family, Emily Deschanel's family, getting ready. And it's just endless girls just pouring out of the house.
Yeah.
It was just one after another.
Yeah.
We're like, when will it end?
It was great. It was great.
So then we go back to the girl in the hospital.
She's mute.
Yes, she hasn't said anything. She's sleeping. There's a wound on her back.
Right.
And you took a little issue with the fact that they're immediately calling in the psychiatrist to look at the wound on her back.
I thought it was bizarre. Well, so the nurse.
Oh yes. So we should say Emily Deschanel's character is the psychiatrist. We weren't sure. I was like, I think she's a detective, but I also think I was just thinking we were watching an episode of Bones.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, she plays basically the same character, right?
Yeah. Yes. So, but she's a psychiatrist for the hospital.
Yeah, but like, so then the nurse talks to her about like, I've just given her something for I think her anxiety and something for her for the wound, antibiotics for the wound on her back, and that Zooey Deschanel.
Otherwise,
the sister asks like, "Oh, has anybody seen this yet?" And so, but they don't show it to us. And she's like, "No." But then I'm like, wait a minute. A nurse probably can't give antibiotics without a
there had to have been like a doctor involved.
So someone had to have seen it. And obviously it's not going to be the psychiatrist who's going to prescribe antibiotics for a wound. Yeah. So I was that right there that took me out of the picture a little bit, you know. But,
exactly. You immediately took out pen and paper and I'm writing a letter to whoever made this film.
Netflix, yeah.
And then we're going, now our next scene is we're seeing the daughter, Juju, the middle daughter, in high school. And my thought here was like, why?
Right.
Why are we seeing this? Because initially I thought this is just about Emily Deschanel's character, this girl that ran away from the cult, and them two trying to figure out what this was about.
Yep.
Completely wrong.
Right.
So we see more throughout the show that it really is more about the family, and I guess we'll get to it. But and then so the rest of the episode kept going back and forth with the family. And then the girl in the hospital.
Right. So the family's got some growing pains. Obviously, there's an older girl who, isn't so nice to the middle girl. And then there's a younger girl who's just kind of the plucky one who runs around as kind of comedic relief.
Yes. And then the girl in the hospital. And now she's like having these flashbacks where she's like, I don't know if she's remembering, wings on her back and like black feathers falling down, black feathers. And like she's freaking out about like needles and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just, we're just going back and forth. We go back the other way, and it's family game night. They're playing charades. Everybody's
except the middle daughter, not happy.
Yeah, and then back to the hospital, and it's this girl just slapping the shit out of herself.
Yeah, it's bam, a bam.
Just saying no.
Yeah, no. She was slapping. Well,
she really hit herself. This actress, it was really well done.
She's like a method actress.
Yeah. She really slapped herself hard. Yeah. Or at least they made it look like she.
Yeah, well, I think there's some sound effects too. Oh yeah. Like yeah.
So
they put the whip sound of when she's in herself.
And then we got another side story. We got the husband side story. That's the next thing we saw, where he's like a developer, and it made. I was like, why? Why do I care that this guy can't sell a house or whatever?
Yeah, it came out of nowhere, and then the husband scenes were just in front of this random house.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was weird.
It was weird.
I thought that was their house, but it turned out to be a house that they're renovating or building or something.
Yeah, he built it and is trying to sell it. He went on his own. It's a whole backstory.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, why do we care about this house? Because the whole thing, yeah.
So then they show this creepy guy. He's like a cop.
Oh yeah.
In the hospital, and he's looking for the girl.
Seen somebody who's got a welts on her back?
Yeah, exactly.
He's from the deep south for some reason in Ohio.
Nailed it. But yeah, he's definitely weird looking, and he was like, she's like, oh, you got to get out of here, and he took off.
He did.
He's out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the guy that we were looking at as boner.
Yes, right.
Next up, we go back to the girl. She says her name. Her name's May.
Right.
So now we can start calling her May instead of the girl with the giant eyeballs.
Yeah, like they nicknamed her like Trauma Lauren or something. And I'm like, is that really what you want? Like, and it was on her bracelet. Like, so if somebody's really had trauma, you want to keep reminding them with the bracelet they had trauma?
By the way, you remember that you had a traumatic experience?
Right? It can't just be like, I don't
Lauren?
know, like Emily X or something. Yeah, exactly.
Or just T. Lauren?
Yeah.
What's the T stand for? Tina. Not trauma.
Not trauma. I don't know what people told you. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. It was weird.
Yeah.
I didn't understand what she was saying. I was like, what is she saying?
Yeah, because you thought, what did you think? It said something with the T, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
like Llama Lauren or something.
Yeah, Llama Lauren. I was like, why are they calling her a llama? She's definitely an alpaca. But she does have giant eyeballs.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. I wonder if she has like a little bit of
do you think
Cushing's.
Do you think that's why they cast Emily Deschanel? Because she's used to working or being near someone with giant eyeballs.
I think so. That kind of sisterly bond. Because you felt that there was a bond between these two.
Mm-hmm. So next thing we see, she brings the girl, May, home
like
with
anybody
her.
would do. Exactly.
Yes. And it's funny, like we talked about like this middle girl, Juju.
Yeah.
She walks into the room, and there's just May sitting there. All she knows.
Yeah.
Just
a woman.
A woman that her mother brought over.
Yeah.
And her response is, she walks in the room and just goes, "Holy shit." And we're like, why? Who would ever have a response like that to like your mom bringing up
your parent?
Someone over? Maybe she just saw her giant eyeballs.
I mean, she is kind of an alarming looking.
She does look a little
caricature. The way that they have her, like with the hair, and she's very like.
Yes,
but I don't know. It was a weird reaction.
So we find out that she was like being kicked out of the hospital because her issues, her medical issue wasn't that deep, and then she's waiting for a foster home to come in
because they don't know where her parents are.
Yeah,
and she still looks quite a bit older than the other girls, though. To me,
she does.
Like it seems weird to me. Like she seems like she's easily in her 20s, and I don't know why she has to be fostered.
But. It is weird because so they don't know anything about her. She probably doesn't know how old she's never probably disclosed how old she is.
True.
So they're assuming that she's a minor.
Got it.
I don't know.
Yeah, it might be. She did. I remember that Emily Deschanel did mention that she looks about the same age as my daughter.
Yes.
So we just assumed, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. But so I guess it's supposed to be just for one night. She says. Mm-hmm. But this is when we start to see that May is weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like creeps into the bathroom with Juju, and like Juju's like, oh, that's cool, and she's like, cold. What does that mean? And then she's like, your dress is very fetching. And so I'm like, this chick has been like kept in a basement for like her whole life. She's definitely like not a normal person.
No, she's like Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, exactly. But way scarier.
Well, we found that out. We're gonna talk about the blessing.
Yes. But even before that, because she like says like, I'm sorry for flattering you, and looked like she wanted to like to like self
like mutilate
harm herself.
Yeah.
So
you can. It's nice. It's nice to be flattered. Thank you.
Next scene, they're all having a family dinner, and she's like, "Oh, we didn't say the blessing." And then all of a sudden, she was like, "Our Lord Morning Star."
And I gasped.
King of Demons or whatever. We're like, what the fuck? But the family, they would just kind of roll with it. We're like, okay, that was weird.
Pass the peas.
Exactly. I mean, what would you have done in that situation, though? I guess
that's an interesting prayer. Tell us more about that.
Yeah. They don't really ask about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I guess she's a guest in their home. You don't want to but I mean, when you have them around your children, and like this person is like now saying like demonic blessings about Satan.
Yeah. I mean,
I think you would ask a question.
And she also, at that point, has seen the wound on her back, which we see in a little bit.
Very true.
Which I would put two together as a, MD psychiatrist. that there may be a connection between these.
Yes, yeah. So the next scene, we see her, May, in her room. She's getting ready for bed. She has removed all the bandages from her back, and we see her looking in the mirror at her back, and it's a giant pentagram carved into her back. And she just looks at herself in the mirror and like smiles, and it was just
she says something, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm good, or I have worth, or something.
Something like that.
I think she's repeating something that the mom said to her, that the psychiatrist said to her, like, you have worth or value or something.
Yeah.
But like as she's looking at herself, she says that.
Yeah, so she's creepy. So now I'm starting to wonder if this now the reason we're seeing the family. So my idea of this show has been entirely wrong. And now is she not running away from something, but now she's in where she wants to be, and she's gonna start like fucking with this family.
Yeah. Like she's not a victim, but she's also part of.
Exactly. Yeah. She gonna. But then again, at the same time, like she had a traumatic experience and that sort of thing, and like I feel bad, like saying she's like a bad guy in this because she is the victim still. Yeah. So I don't know what to believe. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really torn.
Yeah. Yeah. I am too.
But that's cults for you. Like she could have been. Ran away and has been removed. Oh, one of the things they kept again focused on. She's got scars on her wrist too. She was bound. Right. That's Emily Deschanel said. So she's got a past somehow where she was bound by like. Is it going to be like the same cult and they're like trying to get back at her or something? Like so that definitely like opened up a whole new line of questioning for this series. Right. Yep. Yeah. So. Before we get into our review of this show, though, let's talk about cults.
Okay. The band.
Oh, I forgot about that band.
It was a great band. It was a good band. Yeah.
That's probably the best thing that about cults. Yeah. So initially I was like, okay, so like I said, we just threw this together last minute, so I don't really have many follow-up things.
You didn't say that before. Not everybody knows that we just put it together last minute, but we did not disclose that earlier.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we kind of did where I said, we're going to do this. We have no idea what to watch. Oh. And now we're like, we're just throwing together. Disclose.
Okay, I apologize, yeah.
But like, so then I was like, let's talk about cults. Like, it's a cool topic. Yeah. And then I started looking them up. Man, they're depressing.
They're terrifying.
Yeah. It's like, it's creepy. Like, I don't even want to talk about them because, like, if anybody's listening that has, like, I don't want to, like trigger anybody because shit is, I mean, lots of suicide involved in cults and brainwashing. Yeah. It's really not fun. No. So let's make a fun cult. Okay. What would a fun cult be? Like, also, we have to get them, like, it can't just be like, okay, you could stay here, eat tons of marshmallows, everything's a trampoline. But we got to get them.
That's the cult.
That's my cult.
Okay, all right.
But we got to get them like to be invested in this. No one's going to be invested if you're just eating tons of marshmallows.
There are some more like I feel like benign cults. Like for instance, Disney, I would say is kind of a cult, right?
That's a good one.
So like it's commercialism, blah, 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 but it makes you feel good about yourself and you go and live it. Yeah. So I think that's not obviously as bad as like Waco, right, or one of those ones.
Yeah.
It is definitely I think absorbs you into its own world and its stratosphere.
Yeah, Scientology.
That's one. That's a little more destructive, I think.
Yeah. A little bit more than Disney.
I would think so. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, yeah.
Yeah. So what's their big draw? They make you powerful, right? They got the alien that makes people powerful.
I mean, I think you only learn about that at like the really high level.
Yeah.
I think it's, because I know that they've got, those Dianetics or whatever. So it's kind of like you do this. I mean, have you read about that? They do something where they
I watched that Leah Remini show. That's as far as I know.
There's some sessions you go to, right? So like not only like where you talk about like your fears and your expectations and your hopes, and I feel like that is almost like a form of therapy for people. So once you like open up and you express these kinds of things and you get warm feedback and responses from them, it just endears you to that whole the whole experience. Gotcha. So I think it's that, but then if you want to try to pull away from it, right?
Yeah, that's when it gets their hooks in you. And
they're like, So it's like as long as you're with them, paying nicely, playing, and then it's great.
Like Tom Cruise, everybody loves Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Isn't he? Was he with the Queen's? There was all that he was going to be up at the Queen's funeral.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not, but that was.
We'll have to look.
I was reading that they think it's just a couple of celebs. He's probably one of them because he weasels himself into everything.
Yeah. I really like Tom Cruise. I know a lot of people. I know it's a controversial thing, but I just watched Jerry Maguire again for probably like the 20th time the other day. Classic.
I mean, I'm more of a Nicole Kidman kind of guy, so I don't really like him that much.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. We just have to disagree. Are
they not on good terms?
Probably not, because he's kind of crazy.
Yeah, he is kind of crazy.
Yeah. And she's a little robotic, so if anything pushes her too much, she's probably going to be like...
Yeah, and you were always Team Katie Holmes also.
Oh, my God, 100%. Yeah. I mean, but now between the two of them, what do you fall? Because you like Katie Holmes, too.
Nicole Kidman and Katie Holmes?
No, Tom and Katie.
Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a round of who would win Tom Cruise versus Katie Holmes in an all-time battle.
Because she used to be your boo.
Yeah, dude. I don't know much about her anymore.
Yeah.
Ever since she went into the spotlight with him. Yeah. And then shit got really weird and she kind of removed herself from everything.
She's like a recluse down in New York City. I really don't think...
I don't... Yeah,
I've heard she takes secret passages into Whole Foods to avoid seeing people.
I believe it because even you get the occasional TMZ shot and they're not nice about her at all. She looks like a bag lady now.
I don't think it's just that bad.
No,
she looks like she's basically a bag lady now.
These are just the shots that TMZ is getting and putting on the internet. But no, I'm definitely team Katie Holmes over. Right. But But you still, Mission Impossible.
Oh yeah, okay.
Top Gun.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Yeah, those are the good ones.
So, what would make a good? So, if we take all the things from these cults, let's say, so Disney, we got cool characters.
Sure.
Yeah. So we want to have characters.
We got characters. Yeah, draw people in. Yeah. Relate to.
Alien backstory from Scientology.
Dramatic. Yeah.
So but no, we don't want any.
So otherworldly drama.
Yeah. We don't want where Heaven's Gate where they went wrong. They had aliens. They had characters.
Tinfoil.
They had all those Reeboks or whatever. So we don't want to get into that. So where is the line between our cool cult and Heaven's Gate Comet cult?
Well, instead of poisoned.
Yeah.
Marshmallows.
Yes.
Right?
That's bring it back to marshmallows.
Yeah.
And instead of bunk beds, trampolines.
Because you can't get too comfortable on those, right?
No.
You jump up and down a little bit, and then you get really tired. So you got to step down.
Everybody's throwing up marshmallows.
Watching Disney princesses.
Yes, and just everybody, free Disney.
Or marshmallow princesses, whatever they are, Or
we'll make our own characters.
Yeah.
To not get crushed by the Disney legal team.
Exactly. What about sexy Stay Puft Marshmallow men or women probably, right?
Yeah, and probably lots of dogs and cats. That'll keep people around.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
So
I think they like marshmallow too, so that'd be good.
Yeah. Cats love marshmallows. All right, so I think we figured it out. We just need to come up with a name for our cool cult.
Yeah, Schmellow.
Marshmallow. The
Martian.
Jump. You jump in town. Jump in town. Mellow land. Nailed it.
He's writing that down. Jump in town. Meadowland.
Yep.
Mallowland.
Because then everybody knows there's gonna be lots of jumping and trampolines.
I don't know if I want to join this cult though. I'm gonna let you check it out first.
Okay, but there's lots of cats and dogs. I do remember that?
I like marshmallow too. What about peanut butter? Peanut butter marshmallow is a very good combination.
And there's a Starbucks.
Well, see, now here's the thing with Starbucks now. They're kind of anti-union now.
That's right. But this one has a union. We have a unionized Starbucks in the thing. Or it could be just a mom and pop coffee shop.
Small one.
Yeah.
But they do the Grande Venti Trenta kind of thing.
Sure.
Like Starbucks, but not Starbucks. Okay.
Exactly. Okay, so we got marshmallows, cats, dogs, coffee shop.
Yeah.
And then, that's how we keep the people. Mm-hmm. And then we'll figure out
what are we doing with them, though? Why are we keeping them? Just feel good? Feel good? Yeah? Yeah,
for power, same as Scientology. Just, we got to get a big group of people, lawyers and doctors and stuff, so that we're
tax exempt
in the world in different places. So, anytime I need a lawyer or a doctor, go to the cult.
Just go to the trampoline number 45.
Yeah, exactly. And we're in it.
And Emily Deschanel's there bobbing away eating marshmallows.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what more could you ask for?
All right. Yeah.
All right. Since I think we've only been talking for 20 minutes, let's do one other thing. Now, the Emmys, when this comes out, the Emmys will have just aired.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Last year, we did a whole thing for the Emmys, predictions.
And I remember I only knew 2%.
Yeah. So I didn't want to do that again because I think even less shows now But I did want to we can't. I mean, we're a show about TV shows. We can't talk about the biggest TV show,
the biggest night of the year.
Yeah. So let's just look at some of the nominees for the major categories. Okay. So the one for the outstanding comedy series.
Yep.
Abbott Elementary.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that.
We didn't watch that one. Why didn't we watch that? Oh, that's not on cable.
Yeah.
That's a cable one.
I think so.
Yeah.
Barry, which is an HBO show. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
What? That came out again?
Hacks. Yeah, it's just still keeps going.
Oh, okay.
Only Murders in the Building.
Did you watch the second season on that?
Yeah, I loved it. Okay. Absolutely loved it.
What about Clara Devaney?
She was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was okay. Yeah. I really don't know. I knew nothing about her. Was she an actress or is she just like an influencer?
No, she's like a model actress thing. Okay. She does something. But
wasn't she just like big on TikTok or something? I don't know.
I just saw her doing something weird in Los Angeles, and I was like, who? And like she's Murders in the Building. I'm like, what? She was in that? But it was just the second season that she was in. Okay. Yep. Anyway.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, you love that one.
Marvelous Mrs. Maisel and What We Do in the Shadows, which I'm surprised got a nomination, but I'm very happy for it.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm going to say Ted Lasso is going to win. Ted Lasso is
still
the best show on television.
Sure, I'm going to go with it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Let's see what's Ted.
Lead actor in a comedy series then, Donald Glover for Atlanta, Bill Hader for Barry, Nicholas Hoult in The Great, Steve Martin and Martin Short for Only Murders in the Building, and Jason Sudeikis in Ted Lasso. So it's a tough category.
I'm going to go for the older guys.
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yeah.
I think they might split the vote.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
But, Jason Sudeikis is always good as Ted Lasso. Everybody loves Bill Hader and Barry.
Okay.
And, Donald Glover. He's Donald Glover. And then lead actress in a comedy series, Rachel Brosnahan she's Mrs. Maisel. Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary. Okay. Kaylee Cuoco. I knew that you were going to give me that reaction.
That is so stupid. What was she in that you got?
The flight attendant.
Oh, actually, that was pretty. I mean, people like that. So
yeah, I never seen it.
I don't know.
Elle Fanning for The Great, Issa Rae for Insecure, and Jean Smart for Hacks.
Oh, nice.
Everybody loves Jean Smart.
Yeah. I hope she wins.
Let's see.
Although I always get Jean Smart and Caroline Rhea mixed up for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Weren't they both like the... Oh, no. Wait, they were the moms in Sabrina, were they?
One of them wasn't.
Okay.
I don't think they both were.
I think you're right. So, let's see. This is all comedy series. I want to get to the drama. Here we go. Drama. So, best drama, Better Call Saul, Euphoria, Ozark, Severance, Squid Game, Stranger Things, Succession, and Yellow Jackets. So I've only seen 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 8.
I'm assuming Ozarks.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. I bet it's probably going to be Succession. That wins everything.
Okay.
No, we watched the first episode of Severance. That was the one with Adam Scott where they you shut your work brain off.
Wait, that one for best drama?
Well, it's nominated. Everybody loves that show. They're saying it's one of the best TV shows this year. We gotta get back in there, dude. I'm telling you.
For those of you who are at home, you can't see my face, but
yeah. I know you weren't a huge fan, but I would love to see Better Call Saul win. It's never gotten an Emmy before.
Okay,
it's nominated every time it airs, but never got an Emmy. I bet it's gonna be Succession.
Okay.
Next up, lead actor in the drama series, Jason Bateman for Ozark, Brian Cox Succession, Lee Jung-jae for Squid Game, Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul, Adam Scott for Severance, and Jeremy Strong for Succession. My guess, I don't know. To me, you give it to Bob Odenkirk. He literally died filming this thing. He came back to life. But yeah.
I love a good resurrection.
Yeah, Better Call Saul is a great show. But it's probably going to be one of the dudes from Succession.
What's so good about Succession?
I don't know. It's HBO. Doing their thing. And then outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Jodie Comer and Sandra Oh for Killing Eve, Laura Linney for Ozark, Melanie Linsky for Yellow Jackets, Reese Witherspoon for The Morning Show, and Zendaya for Euphoria.
no to that, because anything with that A23 production can just go take a flying leap off the fucking short.
You don't
pier.
like A23?
I hate all those people.
Wow.
Yeah. It is the worst. I hate the style. I hate everything about it.
I like a lot of their stuff, dude.
Yeah, you can go and take Emily
Wow. I've never watched Euphoria, though. It's a bunch of teenagers having sex. I think it's not, I can't.
Oh my gosh. It's just made to make you feel like uncomfortable the entire time.
Really?
Like,
That's why I've never watched
the entire, like, the younger millennials and like Gen Zers, like the older Gen Zers, like put them together, and like every terrible quality that you can imagine is hyper infused into that series.
Ooh, yeah, that's why I'm not big on, I could pass on that one. Everybody loves it though.
Yeah, it gave me a panic attack like watching it the first time. I can't
really?
Yeah.
Did you just watch one episode?
I think I watched several of them.
Okay.
We were at Fire Island, so like I had to watch it with a group of people, and I felt so uncomfortable the entire time.
That's funny. And then just outstanding limited or anthology series: Dope Sick, Inventing Anna, Pam and Tommy, The Dropout, and The White Lotus.
So I know Angelique.
Angelique, who's that?
We watched that too. Emmy Rossum as Angelique.
The Dropout?
No.
Oh, Angelique. That's not on here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
No, it didn't make it.
No. I forgot about that one. Do you think you'll ever go back to watch that?
I don't know.
Is that what it was called?
Was it Angelique?
That. Yeah, it was. I completely forgot about that. It's funny when I look back at some of the shows that we watched, and they've completely left my mind 100%. But this one, we watched The White Lotus, not as part of this show, but we both watched that separately.
I like White Lotus.
I think that I'm rooting for that one.
Sure.
I thought that one was great. So, so those are the big categories coming to the Emmys. We'll see. We'll see how we did on our predictions.
Yeah, A23 is like a cult.
Oh yeah, well let's add the A23 to our cult. Unlimited viewings of A23 movies.
When you're in the marshmallows,
what?
But you don't start up until like halfway through. Everybody just like
so no one knows.
And all of a sudden,
so give me what other A23 things did you? I'm gonna pull
Uncut Gems.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that movie. So I know everybody loved that movie. I still haven't finished it. I intend to go back and finish it, but that one, it made me anxious the entire time I was watching it.
I know, that's what they do.
The whole thing. It was like, I couldn't like, is that just their thing?
I think so. Everything I've ever watched, I can't stand it. And I do not like the acting style. I don't like it. It's like they have frontal lobe damage. There's something about the way that I don't like it.
So I liked some of so let's see. Everything Everywhere All at Once, that was A23.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
We haven't watched that
yet.
Yeah. X, I keep wanting to watch. But,
wait, is X one we watched that I hated?
No, X is like a horror movie.
Oh,
we haven't watched that one. The Green Knight, did you like that?
I actually didn't know that was them. It was okay. That was actually disappointed with that one. I thought that was going to be better than it was.
Saint Maud, did you ever watch that?
No.
Loved Saint Maud.
Really? Okay.
I think you would really like Saint Maud.
I watched Zola and I could not stand it.
Oh, really? I'm not even familiar with that one.
It's like
The Lighthouse. That's another one. I loved The Lighthouse.
That was a horror movie.
It's suspense. That one's with Rob Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, where they live in the lighthouse. You said you wanted to watch it. Like, I can't believe you watched this without me.
I definitely wanted to watch Saint Maud, though. I didn't know that it was them. The thing is that I do like the
Midsummer.
The production, the shot styles, right? The visuals are beautiful.
Exactly.
But I guess the ones that I have watched that I knew was by them did not jive with me.
Gotcha.
But there are some on here that I would watch, totally. So
there's
a
ton of it. Like Hereditary is amazing. It's one of the best horror movies ever.
Like that one. I did not like that. Okay, that one made me very uncomfortable too.
Hereditary?
Yeah.
It made me incredibly. I'll never rewatch it as much as I loved the movie. I thought it was one of the best horror movies. I've only watched it once, and I don't think I'll ever watch it again. But yeah, there's a lot of. They do so much. Looking at this list of stuff, it's like, their horror movies, I think, are the best. Like a Ghost Story, dude. That's a real good horror movie.
I don't know that one.
But even like the Florida Project, so good. The Disaster Artist, that was more of a Hollywood like big budget movie. That one's about like that one was with Seth Rogen and what's that? James Franco, and it's about the movie The Room.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, lots of movies, dude. So I don't think you can just come right out and just claim A23 is the worst.
But A24 I just saw there now too.
Shit. Rewind it. Remove all the notes.
Oh, wait a minute. A24? I love them. It's A23 I don't like.
Oh, yeah. We got to look them up now.
I made a mistake.
Yeah. They just make, garbage. Complete garbage. A24?
Oh,
you're cool.
Yeah. I'm back.
All right. Devil in Ohio, episode 1.
Not an A24.
Not an A24. This is a Netflix show.
I mean,
8 episodes.
It could have been.
It could have been. So this is based on a book, I should mention, by Daria Politin. What was your thought on episode 1?
I guess I'll do a watch it.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I kept going back and forth between do a watch, or maybe if nothing else is on. I think it's going to be one of those where if there's nothing else on, I'll throw it on. Yeah. But those days are very few and far between. There's a lot of stuff that we're watching. Yeah. But I got to tell you, I am a little bit, the last couple minutes of the show, between the blessing and her in the mirror, I am more interested than the entire time I watched it. I'm like, this show's so boring. Nothing is happening. I don't care about anybody in this family. Yeah. And then
some of the acting was bad.
Yep.
Like the older sister with the juice box, like you said, was terrible. Yeah.
And then, then the end happened. And I'm like, okay, I need to know more. Yeah. But it's going to be one of those shows where every episode, 0 is going to happen until the last 2 minutes. And then that's what happens in all these shows, dude. All these like suspense shows, these crime shows, these thrillers, nothing happens and they drag it out. Yeah. For 8 episodes, and they have like some sort of realization or question at the end of the episode, and it makes you go to the next one. It happens in every single one of them. And then I'm just like, oh, I just need to just skip the 6 in the middle and watch the last one. But I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. So that is our review of Devil in Ohio.
With the blue dress on.
Yep. But yeah. Thanks so much for checking out this week's episode of First Eps. You can find the video version of our show on YouTube at Pop Culture Playground. Among other things, there's a video game podcast and a bunch of movie reviews and stuff like that there. Audio versions, wherever podcasts are available, go check it out there. If you do it through Apple Music or Spotify, give us 5 stars. Leave a comment. Yeah. Tell us. Do
the right thing.
Tell us you love us. In my sweet voice. I'm just going to start yelling. And just try to keep this voice like
this. The radio golden voice, right?
Yeah. Oh my God. This is my big break, baby.
Sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls. And then go check out our socials, please. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. We're out there. We're doing all the TikTok challenges. Oh, yeah. Keith, you stole 3 Kias.
I did. I did. Yep.
And I did a fun dance.
You did the Tide Pod challenge.
I did. Yep. I ate 46 Tide Pods. I thought they were delicious. I don't understand what everybody's talking about. Yeah. And look at me now. Yeah. I pooped weird for 3 months. But But
we made it through, and that's for you guys. Exactly. That's for you, for the viewers.
Do not try this at home. All right. Before we get any more legal trouble, let's end this show. Thank you so much for watching this episode. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, baby. Nailed it.